morning and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be reviewing this dash cam. Years ago I got an email from Vantrue and they asked me to test one of their dash cams, which I did. I went for the N1, which is in my Citroen at the moment, and it's still going strong. Anyway, they emailed me again, asked me if I want to review one of their latest dash cams. So I thought, yeah, I'll go for it. And this is the one I've got. It's the OnDash X4. So let's see if I can go through the specs here. It does 4K video at 30 frames a second. And it's got a 3-inch LCD screen. It has a Sony IMX317 sensor. Now, it doesn't have a battery, instead it has a super capacitor. It's got emergency protect, as a parking monitor, which you'll need for the dash cam to be hardwired in. So, you know, if anyone bumps your car while it's parked, it records what's happened. It does time-lapse, dual save and GPS as well. So, without any further ado, we'll get this unboxed. Oh, before I forget, it's supposed to support a 256 gig SD card. So, I bought the Vantrue one as well. You can find these on Amazon. I could put links on Amazon if you're interested. So, let's get this unboxed. And we'll see what's in the box. Oh, and also I'd like to point out dash cam. I did have to pay for it up front, but Vantrue will refund me the money once I've posted a review on Amazon. So I just wanted to get that out there. In the I like to be upfront and honest. So let's get this out. Just pull this sleeve out, and we'll open the box because everybody likes a good unboxing. So first thing we have is a quick start guide, and got this little leaflet in various languages, English, and I think that looks like German, yeah. I'm not sure if that's. So that's Chinese, and yeah, English, German, Chinese, and another card in 3 languages. The user manual, the camera itself. So we'll come to that in a sec and just pull out the foam insert. Now we come to the accessories. So let's pull all these out. And we'll go through everything, and that's it. So just move this packaging aside, and we'll start off with the camera itself. So we have the camera, the actual camera. Just measure that. Get the tape measure out. You can see how big it is. So it's about 3.5 inch wide. Consider it a 3-inch screen, which is about 9.5 centimetres, 95mm. Layout looks to be similar to the N1. You've got your up and down buttons. M and OK, I'll have to go through them. That looks like, I'm not sure whether that looks like a power button, but I just wonder where the emergency button is. So I think I might have to look through the quick start guide, see if that tells me anything what these buttons do. So let's see if it explains what the buttons actually do. So it doesn't seem to say anything. No, it doesn't seem to explain what the actual buttons do. So just to go straight to the user manual, and I'll just explain what the buttons do. What does what? Right, so camera overview. Yeah, that is a power button, power on and off. And yeah, that's it. There's up and down buttons for selecting through various, and it also turns the microphone on and off. And 8 of the menu button for going in and out of the menus, and OK button to confirm. So it's pretty much similar to N1 really. And the down button also acts as the emergency button. You want to press the button to save something important. I mean, I don't do that. I just take the SD card out of the camera and plug it into my desktop PC, and that's how I get my clips. But yeah, that's basically what the buttons do. So a little bit different to the N1. And so what I'll do is I'll just take this protective cover off. It doesn't need it because I like to keep them on. So we'll pull the protective cover off, right, and we'll move on to the next thing, which is going to be the suction cup mount. I'll quickly demonstrate. Just clips in like so. It'll mount on your windscreen like that, pretty much like the N1. So we'll just put them to one side, and this looks like the long USB cable that you hide in there under the trim. So yeah, there we are. Again, it's exactly the same as N1. So go through that, and then we'll see what we have in this package. Let's have a look. What is it exactly? It's a mini USB cable. So which might be handy because I think we need to charge this camera up. And we'll go through the functions before we actually install it in the car. So I'll cut you when I've got some charge in this. So I thought while I'm waiting for the camera to charge, I'll open this SD card, because I ordered a 256 gig, and I'll see if that works. It'll work with 4K. So just carefully nick that. Just gotta be careful. Let's have a look. Why do they make these so hard to open? Let's have a look. That's it. There's always an easy way if you look for it. Let's try to slash through the plastic. There we go. Get it all. Now I can retrieve the SD adapter and the card itself. So it will go into here. So let's just make sure I get it the right way around. So look, so you get label side facing forward, and it's really as simple as that. So what we'll do is it's been on charge for a few minutes now. It's the beauty of having the solar in the shed. Solar charge controller has got a couple of USB ports, and so has the inverter, so I can just charge it while I'm in here. So what we'll do is power it on and just go through the various menu functions. Yeah, that sounds annoying, so I'll turn it off and we'll get to that. So we'll go to it. It's asking me to format the card. So go to menu, record setup. And it's not in the record setup. Probably want to press M to go back. System setup. Might be in files, the files menu. No, it's not. So it could be system setup. So what we'll do is we'll go through functions. So language, press OK, English, so that's fine, that's set. Now I need to format this SD card. Oops, I'm going back. I want to go down, format SD card. So we'll do that. Select it. Okay. But yeah, it actually works in a similar way to N1. To the menus, and we've got time and date. We'll need to set that. So today's date's the 13th of September 2020. Press OK, move on to month, which is 9. Set the year, which is 2020. Better check of time. It's still morning actually. You can see 11:40. Unlock the phone, there's the time. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We want it in date, month and year format. So that's the time and date. Auto LCD off. So set that to 1 minute. This is my personal preferences. You can do what you like. Device sound, turning it off because bleeping gets irritating after a while. Non-use auto power off. Won't touch that. Oops. Go back. Frequency, we'll just leave that as it is. System info, yeah, it just gives you, I think there must be version number of the firmware. We'll go to default setting. Well, we'll have a look at default settings. So no, we don't need default settings. GPS, now this is an option. I think you need to buy an extra thing, so we're not going to bother with GPS. Speed unit, so can have kilometres an hour or miles per hour. We'll go for miles an hour because we're in the UK, and we'll go back. So back into this. So files, so we did look at this earlier on, just as event normal photo, we don't need to do anything with that. Record setup. Right, so select resolution, that's a 4K camera, so I might as well use 4K. So let's see what resolution it's in. So yeah, it's in 4K 3840 by 2160p at 30 frames a second, which is absolutely fine. I mean, it does a 1080p, but what would be the point? Yeah, because the N1 does 1080, so what's the point getting another camera that does 1080? Yeah, it's 4K and we're supposed to be testing it out and stuff and see what it's like. Anyway, so we'll go out of that, so it's set on 4K. Loop recording, that'll be the length of your loop. Or is it, no, it's when it loops back. So we'll have a look in there. Oops, and I've gone out. So loop recording, I think it's actually length of clips. Each clip it'll do it in 3, doing 1 or 2 or 3 minute clips. So we'll set that to 3. I'd like to have it to 5, but obviously the camera doesn't support it, so that's fine. Oops, keep pressing the OK button instead of the down one. Right, G sensor. So we'll leave that where it is. Maybe, or turn. Oops. Keep doing it. Oops. Being a numpty. What's up with me today? Right. G sensor. We'll turn it off. So that's okay. Audio recording. I'm definitely having that on. Oops. Audio recording. Set that to on. Right, parking mode. I'm not going to bother with parking mode because you really need to have the camera hardwired. I don't know if you can see. So parking mode, we'll leave that's off, so that's fine. Exposure. Let's have a look at. So I think we'll just leave that as it is. Plate oops, that down. Plate number. I'm not going to bother with that. So we'll leave that. Stamp. Okay, so date, time stamp, logo stamp. We'll get rid of some of these. Number stamp. So get, oops. Keep pressing wrong button. So number stamp, we don't need that. GPS location. And don't need speed stamp. So that'll be fine. Don't want to cut the screen up. So rotate display. Something same orientation, so I don't think there's any need for that, but we'll go for that. So that's off, yeah, that's fine. Now there's an option for time lapse on this. You can create time lapse, but we'll have a look at that. And that's off, so yep, leave that off. And we're back there, so we'll go back. What's in the next menu? System setup, which we've just done. And that's basically the menu functions on this camera. So what I'll do is I'll install it in the car. So I'll see you when I come to do that. So now we're in the car. I'll take out the trusty N1 out. And this has served me quite well. And then taking its place is the OnDash ×4. So it should just fit. We can fit it in pretty much the same spot. Just let's have a look. Get that somewhere in the right place. And I can use this wire that's already in the car. And this wire was actually from the cross tour, because I put the cross tour in the BMW. So let's make sure that's all level. So the dash cam is basically installed and ready to go. So look, yep, that seems to be fine. Just need to, yep, wires are good. So what we'll do is take it on a road test. We'll see how it performs. It's a nice sunny day today. It's actually a Sunday, and it's coming up to midday. So we'll give it a road test and see how it performs. I like to do it under various conditions. So what I might do is, just wait till I've accumulated enough footage of varying conditions. Yeah, that's all the way in, and I'll show you what we come up with. So I was able to take it to a road test. I had to drop something off somewhere, so I thought perfect opportunity to road test the camera. I've no idea what the footage is like until I get it out of the camera, so we'll see what it's like. Oh, just one more thing, I just want to get this out there. I'm filming this video in 1080p and the camera is 4K, so I probably can't do the dashcam footage at full justice, but it does record in 4K, and I'm going to have to render it down to 1080p, but you should see an improved quality of the footage. So just thought I'd get that out there first.
Bag of chips with fish bits and salt and vinegar. 90.
Oh, there you go. Not on with the wrong line once.
Also applied to those meeting inside in Wales. It follows a recent rise in coronavirus cases. There have been over 500
give way out here otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
So I've just shown you those two clips, a day and a night time one. Just gives you an idea of what the footage is like. Like I said, rendering this video in 1080 is not going to really do it justice, but that's what it is. One little issue I did have was the audio. It seems to be sensitive to every lump and bump in the road, but obviously audio quality is not a big priority in the dash cam. It doesn't detract too much from it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you if you were considering this camera, and give you an idea of what it can do. So please remember to like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell, get notified when my videos comes out. Questions and comments, you know where to put them. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.